this design is one of the replication projects for my community on WhatsApp. So if you're not in my WhatsApp community, make sure you join the WhatsApp community right away. I'll leave a link in the description. Oh, before we start the video, if you're a new subscriber, I salute you and thanks for subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure you do so. Okay, let's get right into it. Now I want to show you the size that I'm using in this design. So I'm coming to my size area, image size, and this is the size I'm using. So I want you to replicate the same thing and submit it in the WhatsApp group. All right, so this is the size 1119 by 1280. Okay, so from here I'm going to my gallery to pick the background that I'll be using. So I'm clicking here, wait for it to load. Yes, and here is our background. So this is the background I'll be using. This background is actually an image from Pinterest, and I have blurred it already. So I'll leave a link to all these resources in the description. So I want to blur it further so that it will be looking in a way that the light coming from this place will be shadowed a little bit. So I'll go to this and click on shapes. Then I will change the color to color of the background, something like this. So I'm coming to my gradient, choose one from here, and I'll click on the plus, click on the black here, or just any of them. I'll click on this one, and I'll go and choose the color from the background. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, so I'll click on the black one, and I'll click on this icon again. I'll move it all the way to this side and make it transparent. Now I can stretch it on the canvas like this, okay, because I want to make it okay. So this is cool. Now I want to change the setting for this background. So I'll come to the overall setting side, which is this one, and I'll click on the brightness, and I'll change the brightness to alright. So I'll change the okay, negative 41 is fine. So please follow these settings, okay? I'm showing you one after the other. Negative 41, then the contrast, the saturation is negative 29, then the hue is at 0. Also, the contrast is at 21. This is what I want, alright? So from here, I'm going to bring all the resources that I'll be using to design this particular banner, okay? So for the sake of time, I'll just pause this side and import all of them, alright, from my gallery. Alright, so here are the resources that I'll be using: this model and this logo, this iron, and this, okay, it's left with one. Let me go and bring that one, so sorry. Alright, so these are the resources. So let's get into business, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is to start positioning all these elements. So the size for these ones are okay for me, okay? So if you would like to change the size, you can also change the size, okay? All the sizes are perfect for me, so I'm not going to change anything. I'll just try to position it at this size, okay? So I'm trying to save time here. So I'm going to position all these things right here like this. This one should be here like this. Let me bring this one up a bit, and this one too like this, okay? Alright, so this is the logo. I'll position the logo at the top here. Now I want everything to be in line, so I'll activate the grid tool and I'll click on this, bring this one to the side like this, okay? So something like this is fine. Yeah, so I can now check it back and position it right like this. Alright, so from here I can bring my text onto the working area. So I'm going to this side and I'll click on text, bring it down, and I'll change the text to cleaning, sorry, and laundry. Okay, so this is what I am working with. I'm going to change the fonts, the color. I will maintain the color, change the font to these fonts. These fonts, you can use any fonts, right? You can use any fonts. So yes, so this is what I want. I'll increase the size to let me increase the size like this, yeah, to make it visible enough. I think this is cool. Now I'm moving to spacing, this spacing, and I'll reduce this one slightly. Let me open it again. Okay, something like this is fine. So from here I'm going to give it a shadow, because like how do you say, the background is showing through the text. No, I want to give it a shadow, okay, a black shadow for that matter. I'm going to shadow. I'll enable my shadow, and as you can see, the shadow is like this. Yeah, so I'll enable the outer glow like this and reduce this slightly. Okay, now I'll go to, okay, before I add the other shadow, let me bring a shape onto the working area. I want to do some small manipulation here. So from this shape, what is it, I'll bring a circle like this, position it, sorry, position it right here. Then I'll change the color to green. Okay, this green I think is too deep. I want the green from the logo, so let me go and pick it from the logo. So where is it? Okay, so this is cool. I'm going to send this one to the back. So how I can do that, one way I can do that is to just click on this, then I'll copy it again and position it. First of all, let me bring this to the front. I think I've redone all this. Let me take that again, sorry guys. I'm going to shadow. Yes, so this is fine. Now I can come to my shapes now and add a circle. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so I'll change the color to this color and I'll copy it. Right, let me delete it. I want to give this one the stroke, an outline. Okay, so I'm coming to check for an outline to that stroke, and I'll give it a stroke of, say, yeah, something like this is fine. Now I want it to be white, but not like white like that, something like ash. So I'll bring this one here and check it. So something like this is cool. Yeah, that is fine. So I can now copy this and position it at the top of the first one. Then I'm going to send one to the back. Okay, so I'm going to highlight the top one, select the top one, sorry, and I'll go to mask and I'll enable my mask, increase the scale like this, and I'll move it to cut the top out, something like this. Okay, I'll check it. I think this is cool. Alright, so I'm going to add another text, just a random text like this, and I'll type and bring it down. What's this? Hey, why is it not moving? Okay, so I'll be giving stroke to this one too, black stroke. So I'm going to my stroke, and I'll give it black stroke. Something like this is fine. Okay, so I'm coming back to the first text, which is cleaning and laundry. Then I'll go to inner shadow. This is what I wanted to do. Inner shadow, yes. So for the inner shadow, I think I'll change the color to yellow. So I'm coming to pick the yellow from here, the background. Let me make it slightly dim. So I can change this. Okay, I'll just leave this at 10 and this one's at 0 and this one's at 0. So this is fine. I feel like this is too big. I'm going to position it again. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is to bring the other shape, that's the text box here. Alright, so because of time, I have those ones imported already from the original design, so I'm just going to bring them onto the working area. So this one and the other one, I think is this one. No, alright, this one. So how I achieve this is very simple. We just click on shapes and choose a gradient, choose black and white, and rotate the colors. Okay, this is what I did. The same thing has been repeated here, and the color is blue and ash. Alright, so let me just bring the remaining text onto the working area and we are done with our design. So these ones, you can use any font for the other text and type anything you want. The only message I'm trying to communicate is this, the cleaning, and what is here. Okay, for the bottom ones, you can type anything you want over there. And the number over there is not real, so if you call it, it's up to you guys. Okay, so let me just open these ones, make them visible. So all these ones are really not something that you should fumble with. Okay. So guys, yes, this is how I was able to achieve the design. Alright, if you find this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification, and I will see you in another tutorial.